Hi everyone, Bob Pacello here at Forest Packaging again, and I want to take a minute to explain to you a project we're going to call Be Careful of Doing Something Right. We had a major customer of ours that wanted a background wall in the stores for stacking up various types of soft drinks, the 12 ounce or the 12 can cases of soft drinks. We came up with a successful idea that they really liked, where a couple simple steps, they could set up this background wall behind the product. They absolutely loved it, but then they said, going into the fall, they wanted to do a promotion that was a bit more outdoor themed, and they decided to go with hunting. And they asked us to come up with a deer trophy head to go onto this existing project. That was the instruction we were given. But we actually really kind of salivate over these projects because geese just can be a lot of fun. First step on this was we went out onto the internet, the good old internet. We found some images of basic deer head shapes, basic silhouettes. We brought them into our art system, into the software we use for handling art files, and began to trace all these silhouettes, began to trace all these shapes. Kind of worked them together to make sure they were all the same size, and then we started stacking up the various layers. We did the side silhouette, we broke apart the neck, into the head, into the antlers, into the nose, and everything else, gave it a back plate, and then we just started the process of laying it out, cutting a sample, showing it to the customer. That one's too small. How about this size? Made it the sample they asked for. That was way too big. Then we got to the right porridge where we got one that was just right at this size. Then the real challenge was, how are we going to take this and make it something we could produce? We worked hand in hand with our production department, our manager Brad, who knows every machine on our floor very, very well. And he helped us come up with this layout to work on our die cutter. And now we had to watch size of slot, make sure it could come out, distance between the pieces, how much rule are we putting in so this all stays together in one full sheet, because we can't send out all these parts to the customer. They'll fall all over the box, they won't be able to find them, and they'll never assemble this. But working hand in hand with production, we came out with a layout that we knew they could run, they were ready for. All of the art files were coordinated by us to send back to the customer. They laid out all the artwork according to our specs. We had a test run done, full mock-up, a couple of test runs done to make sure everybody was happy. Got to the point everybody's good to go, and we're proud to say that this right here is actually what we call a pound off. This is actually made from the cutting die that we ordered, so we could double check it and make sure everything works. All the fits were good, all the arrangements were good, everything looks good. We've already gotten the art files back, we've checked it, they match up. So now we're getting ready within probably the next week to actually run this job. Everything's good to go. We're set. We know the customer's happy. We're happy. Now we're just going to produce it and put it out there. So this fall, if you're more in the north part of the country, Minnesota, maybe upper Wisconsin, look in the stores. You might see this hanging in the soda section, or maybe right as you walk in the store. We're not sure where they're going to put it, but we're proud of this one. This was a lot of fun, came together very well. And yeah, this is what we can do, even the crazy stuff.